Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial on writing a select statement that requires an implicit join. So what we're going to do right now is using the Nemanovan database. We're going to come in here and see that we have a series of tables that are available to us, and I'm going to come up here, click on New Query, and then I'm going to begin to query the database to determine employee's last name and their qualification. So if you look at the employee table here, you could see that the employee ID is the primary key, but it also has several foreign keys. One of the foreign keys being qualification ID. Over in the qualification table, we could see that we also have several fields, but in the qualification table, the qual ID is the primary key, and that's how we're going to build our relationship. So select L name, F name, qual desk from employee qualification. Now comes the part that is a little bit of a refresher. However, we're going to be addressing it in a new and a different way. In the where clause, you're going to establish what your join is going to be. First of all, in your join statement, you always want to make sure that you're referencing tables that are included in your from clause. So then we build it out. Employee.qual ID equals qualification dot qual ID. And then that with a semicolon. Let's execute that query, making sure that we're also in the correct database. We're going to the Nemanovan database. I execute it, and I do get a typo, so we take a look at it, and qualification has a spelling error. If I double click the error, it quickly tells me where it is by highlighting it in blue. Make the change, execute my query, and now I see the data. So that's how we create a simple implicit join, noting that it's joining two different tables. If I want to add a third table to the join, say for example I also want to know the department, or actually we'll do this, we'll say position that they are in. I notice that the position ID is the primary key in the position table, and I have over here in the employees table, I have position ID as the foreign key. First thing I want to do is I want to add the position table. Come down into my where clause where the joins will exist. Remove my semicolon, and I'll replace it with the word and now I could say employee.position ID equals position.position ID, semicolon. I also want to be able to display the actual position, and if I look over here in the actual table, I can see that it's post desk. So I'll add post desk to my list, run my query, and now I could see their qualification and their position description. I could clean this up a little bit more by adding column aliases, so the columns up here are a little more descriptive, and I could achieve that simply by using the alias. And I am going to use the full syntax with the word as, and I'll say last, first, see, for this we'll say education and position. Execute my query, and now I can see all the column headers are changed. Okay, this ends this particular tutorial on how to create a implicit join using more than two tables.